Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love of Biology. Today we are going to learn about PCR. PCR stands for polymerase chain reaction. This method is used to produce or to make multiple copies of the DNA sequence using the enzyme DNA polymerase, which is a replicating enzyme in vitro. It helps to amplify a single copy or a few copies of DNA into thousands to millions of copies. So by using this method we can amplify the DNA. From a single fragment we can produce many copies of the DNA, which is used in the forensic laboratories to find out the criminals. Based on a single fragment we can identify that person by making the multiple copies using this method. So let us see the components. PCR reactions are run on thermal cyclers using the components template, that is DNA to be amplified. Primers are the RNA or the oligonucleotide small fragments. Enzyme polymerase nucleotides needed to extend the primers by the enzyme. So these are the components which are required to run this method, which is based on the temperature. Thermal cyclers. So the method involves the steps. Let us see. Denaturation. For PCR, nucleic acid is the first extracted, that is obtained from the organism or a clinical sample potentially containing the target organism. By heat, chemical or enzymatic methods we can denature it. Once extracted target nucleic acid is added to the reaction mix containing all the necessary components, so we can denature. Here if you see the components, DNA, primers and nucleotides, after denaturation at the higher temperatures, that is 94 to 98 degrees centigrades, we can denature. So that means we are separating to produce the template strand. So we can separate the strand. Next, annealing. This mixture is rapidly cooled to a defined temperature, which allows the two primers to bind the sequence of each of the two strands flanking the target DNA. Primers are short, single-stranded sequences of the nucleic acid, that is mostly the oligonucleotide, that is smaller ones, selected to specifically hybridize or anneal to a particular nucleic acid target. So this annealing temperature is calculated carefully to ensure that primers bind only to the desired DNA sequences. Once primer binds to each strand, the two parental strands do not re-anneal with each other because the primers are in the large excess over parental DNA. So finally, this annealing method is cooling down of the DNA molecule, to bind with the primers. Next, extinction. The temperature of the mixture is raised to 72 degrees usually and kept at this temperature for a preset period of time to allow the DNA polymerase to elongate each primer by copying the single stranded template. Annealing of primers to target sequence provides the necessary template format that allows the DNA polymerase to add nucleotides to the 3' terminus of each primer and extend the sequence. So the extension will take place. This polymerase enzyme is used because of its ability to function effectually at elevated temperatures and to withstand the denaturing temperature. So the ability to allow primer annealing and extension to occur at the elevated temperature without determinant of the DNA polymerase increases the reaction, thus decreasing the chance for amplification of the non-target nucleic acid. Actually, this enzyme is obtained from a Thermus aquaticus, that is which can withstand at the higher temperatures. So we obtain the enzyme from that because at this temperature it can't denature the enzyme because enzyme is also a protein. So at the high temperatures the enzymes will denature. So to prevent that, the enzyme was obtained from this organism. So completely the PCR method will depend on the annealing as well as extinction based on the elevated temperatures, that is increasing or decreasing the temperature, so to amplify the DNA molecule. So this will repeats